different than sleepy scales in a couple of ways, and it's similar in a way as well. So what are the differences? First, there's no table in this application, and that's because they don't need to track the data the same way. So that's a little bit different. Also, because of that, we're just going to be able to go directly into the questions. These questions aren't built dynamically, but the similarity is that they can select different questions on the back end, and then the questionnaire is built for them, even though they can't heavily modify it. All right, there's the similarities, there are the differences. Let's take a look at the application itself. It starts off in the same familiar setting, and let's take a look at the settings, and let me show you something that we haven't seen before from scratch. First, we're going to click in, and you'll see the IP address button is lit. That's because we haven't set an IP address for this, so it doesn't allow us to try to even attempt to put in a subject ID. So we put in a correct IP address. Now we enter in a subject ID. This subject ID is correct, but the server is unavailable. So we let the user know with a little bit different error that they can't access the profile. In this case, I'm going to turn on the servers real quick, and we're actually going to re-enter the profile. At least in this way, no errors happen, something doesn't try to get forced through. Let the folks come back in and then re-enter the subject ID information and then load the study profile. So there you go, it's loaded. We're going to move on. We click begin, and now we have different types of survey questions. We've got some radio buttons. They work a little bit differently than all of the sliders, which you'll now see a whole bunch of, at least for this particular profile that was built, there are several of these sliders. There are no smileys in this application where there are smileys in the Sleepy Scales application. We get to the end here. Now we also get the opportunity to say another yes or no. And then the biggest difference in this app is we have this custom picker here, as they call it in Apple language, a custom picker. And then we do, instead of a submit, a cancel. So you can see that process. We check to make sure if they're going to cancel, and then we check again, a double confirmation. And then if they're happy with that, it's canceled, and they can exit out of the application as part of the standard workflow. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed what you're seeing. Look forward to getting to create a cool app with some of these features for you in the future.